Hello, guys. It's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. So, guys, I want to talk about a book that I just received in the mail. I started reading this book by reading the pages of the book on the Google books or whatever. And I've been finding that this book has been really cool. And the book I'm reading, it's actually about listening. So I'll show you the book that I just got, and I'll tell you guys some of the things I've been learning. I did just get the book today. This is a book about listening that is um, I believe on eBay, people have reviewed this book. It has like 4.5 stars for the book and everything. So a lot of people really swear by this book and everything like that. So here's the book that I'm currently reading right now. So this book is called, I don't know if you can see it. Um, the book is called The Lost Art of Listening. Here. And this book is by Michael P. Nichols, PhD. Um, and there's also a co-author in the book as well. So far, I'm in chapter one of the book. Like I said, I started reading the pages of this book on Google Books, where you can preview the book or whatever. And I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised about this book because it's teaching me a lot of things about listening. And I'm only in chapter one. I read through the introduction and chapter one, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So, one thing I've noticed that since I've started reading this book, I'm paying a lot more attention to listening to people. In the past, there have been decisions that I've kind of made on people would tell me things and it cost me money. So, an example is there was a guy that I paid to replace the engine in my car, and I wasn't listening to the fact of the complaints that other customers he had were talking about. And I kind of let those comments, it kind of fell on deaf ears for me where I wasn't really listening to him. And as it turns out, he ended up ripping me off too. And if I would have listened to the guy and everything, then I could have saved myself a lot of money. But out of desperation, because I was trying to get my car fixed, I just wanted to rush and um, basically get my car fixed. But yeah, I should have listened to the red flags, but I didn't. And this is one of those instances about why it's important to closely listen to what people say and things. And sometimes you may catch a person saying that they told you something when they did not tell you something. So that's something that happened with my hairstylist yesterday, where she told me, she was like, "Oh, well, I told you not to use, this shampoo and conditioner or whatever that you've been using." But she's never said that, but she kind of blatantly said that to me. And I'm just like, I know she didn't tell me that, but I didn't make a big deal about it because I'm like, my goal yesterday was just getting my hair styled and everything like that and not really making a huge big deal about it and stuff. So I am finding some interesting things about this book. It is changing how I'm listening. So, like when I'm at work, for example, I notice that I'm starting to pay more attention to the things people are saying instead of assuming people know what I'm saying. What I'm doing is explaining more, and I'm also working on avoiding trying to interrupt people. Now, one thing I'm not proud of that they mentioned in the book in their introduction that I do a lot and I've done in the past and is someone I need to work on is that they said in the book that when it comes to conversations, when we're talking to people, a lot of times what people do is instead of concentrating on what somebody is saying, um, we react to what somebody is saying, but we don't concentrate on the things that they're trying to express. And I can admit I do this a lot. And I guess it makes sense as to why I might run into some roadblocks in conversation and stuff because I will react especially if I'm in an argument or disagreement with somebody, I will like react to them because one, I'm on the defensive, and two, you know, I'm like, my mind just kind of goes there to like what's like zooming into the thing they're saying to try to be right, which is not something I should be doing, you know, because if I'm trying so hard to try to be right, being right is never going to change somebody's opinion of me as a person, you know. Being right has a cost to it. I mean, yeah, I can be right, but it's going to reinforce the person's idea that they shouldn't listen to me, you know. And I learned that in another book, which is called How to Win Friends and Influence People, which I'm currently reading. I'm halfway through that book. So I have to say, this book right here so far, the um, the Lost Art of Listening. This is a really cool book. Like I said, a lot of people swear by this book. And what I want to do in particular is I want to keep reading this book because there is like a lot of information in here that's really changing my perspective on listening and on like conversation and things like that. And it's also helping me to not really jump to conclusions so much about things. So, um, yeah, that's what's going on with me so far. And I just want to share this with you guys. And I'll let you guys know my progress and where I go with things and stuff. So, thanks for watching. Bye.